Hello, and welcome to the Counselor's Corner podcast brought to you by the award-winning Golden Eagle Broadcast Network of Frederick High School. I'm Ashley Patterson, one of the Frederick High School counselors. Our goal with this podcast is to dig into the kinds of conversations and topics that matter to all of you. Sure, only a few students might ask these questions out loud, but let's be honest, we're pretty sure the rest of you are thinking about them too. Since we're focusing on the topics that matter to you, we are going to dive right into what we know you care about most, your schedule. I am here with senior and GEBN associate producer and on-air talent Ian MacHendrie, who is going to ask me all the schedule-related questions that you are probably wondering. So here we go, Ian.
Well, thank you for having me, for one. These questions, obviously, I think you guys will have. I mean, I had some of these questions coming into my freshman year, so I guess we'll just dive right into it. My first question is, why can I not just change my schedule whenever I want?
Okay, so that's a great question, and I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet because there's a lot of details that go into it. Okay, so the main thing, do you remember back in January when we met with all of you and picked your classes for this year?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Frederick High School, and I'm not trying to speak negatively about other schools, especially not schools within St. Vrain, because we all know St. Vrain's an amazing school district.
Best school district.
Absolutely. Across the country, not every high school does it this way. We build our master schedule on what you guys choose.
Yeah.
So we have classes that are on that list that you guys got that you could pick that teachers really want to teach, but they don't get offered because not enough students request them. So Miss Swanson is our master scheduler. She takes all the course requests and then decides, okay, so this many students want to take this class, so I need to offer that class 4 times a day, things like that.
Yes.
Again, without getting too far into the weeds, we build the whole schedule based on what you guys want. Then the counselors look at all of the schedules and then we balance the classes. So we make sure that A1 English 12 doesn't have 60 kids and A2 English 12 doesn't have 15 kids.
Yeah, that would be a little chaotic, I think.
Yes, teachers would hate that, students would hate that. So if 1 or 2 kids came and said, hey, I changed my mind, I want to take this, it wouldn't be that big a deal. But if even just 25 kids come and say, hey, I changed my mind, can I do this? That's a full class period. We really try and keep classes as small as we can. I mean, we're a huge high school. We have almost 1,500 kids now.
Oh.
So we really do our best to keep class sizes reasonable for you, the students, most importantly, and also for our teachers. And so that's really the main reason, is building that master schedule. The other thing to keep in mind is if 1 or 2 kids said, hey, change my mind, can I do this? And I said, okay, yeah, but don't tell anyone, right? That wouldn't be fair.
Yes.
So we really have to be consistent, and that's why we've kind of created this course corrections process.
Absolutely.
When we first started, this is Mr. Hall, Miss Buckham's, and my 4th year, we would just get like emails from kids for days when the semester was starting. And it was just chaos because kids were just trying to change their schedule throughout the semester. And so we've kind of created this process so everyone, feels calm and safe and and kind of knows what they're doing the first month of school.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely answers the question. Yeah.
Okay, great.
That definitely helps. My next question is, in what circumstance could I change my schedule?
Okay, great question. And there definitely are circumstances where you could. If you took an e-credit class over the summer, so that's a class where if you failed a graduation requirement and you retake it, that would be one where we could take that off your schedule if it was on your schedule for the fall. If you decided over the summer, I wasn't going to take AP Lang, but I do really want to challenge myself, or I want to take that college level class, now that I've had time to rest and recover, I'm ready. We would definitely help you with that and take you up a level. Yeah. If you kind of researched colleges over the summer and you realized, oh, this college I want to go to needs 4 years of math or 4 years of science, and I need to add those things, that would be another one. If there's a mistake, right? Because we're counselors, but we're human beings, obviously. We definitely make mistakes.
You deal with a lot of kids.
So yeah. We've got, hundreds of schedules we're looking at. So if you see something like, hey, I'm only in algebra first semester, not second semester, or you double blocked me here, those would all be reasons why we would make a course correction is what we call it.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about it when you came and talked to me in January, about like colleges and like what classes to look at, and like they want these or like they want that. And I know like language classes, not a lot of people know that like you need at least 2 years to get that. I didn't know that coming into my freshman year, so that was definitely something that helped me.
Yeah, graduation requirements and college admission requirements are different. And so we always want to make sure that as students are looking into those, if there's changes that they want to make, we honor that for sure. Because we want to help you with your post-secondary goals. And some kids might come and say, oh, I was fully thinking that I wanted to be be a psych major like you, Miss Patterson, and now I'm going to go be a doctor. So now I need, AP bio. Those are always ones where I'm going to want to talk to kids and help them.
Absolutely, yeah. My next question is, like, you've already talked about the course corrections, but when is that date that students can come in and talk to you or Mr. Hall or Pret or any of the other counselors?
Yes, absolutely. So here at Frederick High School in the Commons on Friday, August 8th, between 1 and 2, all the counselors and admin will be out there for course corrections. If you've emailed your counselor over the summer, you probably got an auto reply that said something like, hi, I'm on summer break, something like that. And we get so many of those. If it's about your schedule, we probably haven't been responding to them because we want kids to come and talk to us in person so we can have those conversations. So August 8th between 1 and 2 here at Frederick.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys want to change your schedules, come in. It definitely helps. And then one of my next questions is, why are there like specific dates? Like, why do you guys have a cutoff that you can't change schedules after that?
Yeah, great question. And this gets tricky with some of our like classes from Front Range, for example. So you upperclassmen who are taking any of those. The college professors will come in and say something like, oh, if you want to drop this class, you can do it by this date. We don't do that here at all. We really want course corrections to be done on August 8th. And the reason being is so that when teachers come in, they have their rosters, they can get their class situated, and so that kids aren't moving around a lot. Yeah. It's really best for kids to kind of know where they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to be doing, and it's really helpful for teachers. So all that movement just makes things chaotic. It means kids can't form really good relationships with their teachers. It means teachers can't get to know their students well. Like they want to know how their students learn best. So if there's too much movement, it just makes things really chaotic, especially in a huge school like Frederick High School,
Yeah. I mean, I just get it. It's like makes everything calmer. Everyone knows what everything is and where they got to be, and teachers know who they're going to have.
Well, and Dr. Fox is really big on instructional time. Like he wants to make sure that day one we hit the ground running and we're starting with the top tier academic instruction that we're really, really known for. Honestly, we have more CU Denver classes than most schools. We have tons of great academic learning opportunities here, and we want to get it started first day of school. We're ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And then my last question is, we were talking a little bit before this, is just how does it feel to be a counselor during this time of the year? I bet it's chaotic.
Yes. So here's what I'll say. I genuinely love my job. I genuinely think Frederick High School is the best high school in the entire country. But schedule changes is the one part of my job I really hate. And all of us feel the same way. We talk about it every year. Like, when students come to me and say, Miss P, I don't have lunch with my friends, can you change my schedule for that? I want to say yes. I want every kid to love their schedule, to have friends in every class, to be in every class they want. I genuinely wish that it wouldn't have such a huge ripple effect and mess up all the other classes. Like, if it didn't, I would give every kiddo the schedule they want, but I can't because we work in a huge system. And so I feel like it really hurts my relationship with some students. So I genuinely hate this time of year, especially when students get mad when I tell them no. But in general, I absolutely love being a counselor. My hope is that you guys will do another podcast with me next month, and I can bring in Miss Pratt and Mr. Hall, and we can talk more in depth about who we are as counselors and what we do and how we can help students. We just knew that what you guys really care about right now is your schedule. And we would answer those questions first.
Absolutely.
And then talk more about counseling in September.
Yeah, I mean, as a freshman coming in, I knew my year, I wanted to know, like, what my schedule was. And then, like, obviously, I wanted to change some classes. Like, oh, I don't want to be in this class or all that. But I think if I would have had something like this, it might have helped.
Good.
Yeah.
I really hope it's helpful.
Yeah, I think you answered all my questions.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you everyone for listening to our first episode of Counselor's Corner. Like I said, come back next month and we'll talk more in depth about who we are. If you have any questions you want us to answer next month, email me, Patterson_Ashley at svvsd.org. We are so excited to see all of you on the first day of school, August 13th for freshmen and August 14th for everyone else. And of course, on August 8th for course corrections.
Absolutely.